Okay, good evening, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Artemio, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, and I can hear you, which is awesome because we were just having some problems, everybody. So,
You did some magic.
thank goodness.
You
You
are
must
the
have
man.
found found the magic button on your computer, Artemio.
Absolutely. Well,
That's great.
you did some magic. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, listen, before I introduce you here, you stand by right there for a second. Let's say hi to everybody. I see Daniel, you're in the chat tonight. Good evening to you. I think Artemio and I are probably warmer than most all of you this evening here in Florida,
Absolutely.
unless you're in Puerto Rico or someplace warmer and further south than not. Um, let's see, Bruce is also down here in Florida. Well, Lionel and Claudette, they beat us because I was just last week in Curacao with them, and they are definitely warmer than we are. Good to see you on tonight. And I know we are streaming over here to our friends on YouTube. Jose, good to see you on this evening from Fort Myers. John, nice to have you joining us this evening. And Portia, good to see you on. And I know we have some more guests on this evening as well, because I know some people had sent me some notes and said that they had invited some friends. So that is fantastic. Well, listen, I'm going to get your slides up and begin. But before I do, let me just start by saying a few things. First of all, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. And we're just getting ready to have Christmas here in the next couple of days, which I'm excited about. And I know that there is crazy weather going on all over the United States. And it's only going to be getting worse. They're calling it, what did I hear? A blizzard bomb or something like that. And canceled flights for people that are trying to travel to visit loved ones and or maybe get home. So there's all kinds of stuff going on, a little bit of chaos because of weather, which makes it amazing that we can all join from the comforts of our computers wherever we're at. Um, Here's what I would say. We have an amazing gentleman on tonight here to, well, he's my left. I think he might be, no, my right. No, my left. Um, and, and, um, and he is really, what I'm going to say is when you think of the American dream story, when you think of um, a family that's come from another country to come to the U.S. and make a better life for themselves, Artemio and his family have done just that. Um, and and it's really spectacular because that is what people dream about. Whether you live in the U.S. or you live elsewhere, and you think about the U.S., that's what people think about. It's an example of what my mom was like. She was an exchange student from Germany in high school. Met my father in Miami, and they got married after a period of time, and she moved to the U.S. And so that is kind of the history in many ways of the United States, which is interesting. Not really what I was going to talk about, but it's an interesting background for you. I know you've done all kinds of different jobs. You worked in the restaurant business when you were young. You were an aspiring actor. Um, you are, what I would say in many ways, um, a micro influencer in our community, and the fact that you are an incredible communicator, and you're a great teacher, and just have taught all over the place. Now, I say all that as background because talk a little bit about you're going to talk a little bit about a business opportunity tonight. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, Artemio is going to share a little bit of background about something called the Amway business. And some people know about it, some people don't know about it. What I would tell you is this: it's a way to start a business of your own, a second income, if you will, for your family that does not have all the risks. And I think that's what so many people are looking for today. And I love that Artemio, you're the last speaker of the year, our last Thursday night meeting of 2022. And so many people are going to be going into this next week. They're going to be busy for Christmas. Then many people are going to be off between Christmas and New Year's, or they're going to be maybe a reduced schedule because the world kind of slows down. And maybe a lot of people will be slowed down because of the weather. But what happens is we start thinking about New Year's resolutions. We start thinking, right, Artemio, we start thinking about what the next 12 months are going to look like for us. And, are we wanting to maybe start to develop another stream of income? Maybe a side hustle that can do something,
Mhm.
all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to quit talking. I'm going to throw up your slide deck for you. And I'll be here in the background if you need anything, but thanks for being here tonight.
Wow, when I was listening to you, I all I can say is all the glory be to God, because one day I was sick, tired of working hard, because that's where I come from. Um, in my case, coming from a very poor family in Mexico, and we didn't have any means to put our sights to go to college or get a degree. That was not it for me. The message that I was given to is that you have to work hard. I know some people here might relate to that. And some people heard when they were growing up, go to school so you can graduate and so you can find a good job. you know it was not my case. The message that I received from my parents was you have to work hard. And that's what that's basically where I come from. And now I came to the US when I was 15 years old. And when I give the glory to God is because, after working in this country, and I'm really thankful to the people, in this country in particular, that I never felt discriminated. I never felt that like I was taking advantage of somebody. I never felt like I was taking jobs away from people, because I learned that in this country, that if you work hard and you have a good work ethic, you can make it. Now, um, I worked for 12 years in the restaurant business. I was as a dishwasher, and then I moved up the ladder to making sandwiches. That's where I was. And also, I wanted to become an actor because I had a big dream. In my case, when I said a big dream, because um, it was impossible for someone like me to even dream about a better life. Nevertheless, I challenged myself to dream big. I wanted to buy a house for my mom, um, because back in Mexico, we never owned a real home, because we used to live in somebody else's house. When people come to this country, they leave their homes. So my dad, my mom, had 11 kids, and we would all take we would all live in someone else's home. So when they went back to Mexico, they would say, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm going back, in such month, and we have to move out and look for another home." So that, as a child, that really marked my life, because growing up, I said one day I really want to buy a home for my parents, and specifically for my mom. So anyway, so I came to the US with that in mind. Also, I wanted to build a business. I wanted to work hard and send all my money to Mexico so they can buy the house, buy a home, set up a store in Mexico. And I thought that I would live here, work hard for 5 years, make enough money, and go back around when I was 20. I set up my goals that way. I said when I'm 20 years old, I already work hard. I already saved enough money, and I'm going to go back. Well, long story short, it was 12 years in a row working hard, and when I was presented this idea, I was working as a dishwasher for 5 days, and I was making sandwiches Saturday and Sunday. Plus, as Ken mentioned, I wanted to become an actor. I never got to the professional level. I don't know if my face didn't help me, but anyway, that's what I was trying to do. So I had no time. I didn't have any time or money to start a business of my own. Um, but this business opportunity, it's great because in this group in particular tonight, there are people who are blind. A big shout out to Jose and his group. That he has a huge group. They're mixed, but he is blind, and you don't need to have eyes to see an opportunity. That's what I'm talking about. There are people here that, for example, I don't know if Dr. Fried is here, but if he's around, he's a surgeon. So he's a doctor. He went to school, he graduated, and he's been successful as a doctor. Ken Woods, he was in the military, he was in the Air Force, he was a Air Force pilot, and very smart people. And when I think about me, I'm like, I'm a dishwasher. That's all I know how to do. I know how to make sandwiches. So anyway, I started this business because I wanted to buy a house for my mom. And I didn't think I was going to make it. I just took it one day at a time. They showed me this business opportunity, and I want to start by saying, listen, if it wasn't for number one, like I said, I always praise God for the opportunity. I always praise this country for allowing me to do the American dream. Honestly, to the people in this country, I like I said, I always felt welcome everywhere I went and everywhere I go. And also, Ken has been a huge part. His dad and his mom, they have played a huge part in my success. So when you think about me, I'm just a little guy hanging out with big shots. You know, they are the people that guide me to be successful. So I give glory to God and all the, my respect to Ken and Jennifer Woods and the whole Woods family, and also Pedro and Patsy Lizardi, Tony and Wilda Morales, and my upline diamonds, Nacho Nelly Nunez, and I almost forget about Ivan and Carmen Morales. Those people are the responsible for me achieving my American dream. So let's go to and talk about the opportunity. All right, listen, it's Christmas time, and I don't know about you, but every Christmas, um, I think that's when, if you're conscious, that's where you know where you are and where you're going to be in the next few years down the road. What do I mean by that? Well, there are people right now there that are thinking like this: where am I going to get the money to give the gifts that I want to the people I love? And they can't. Some people have that, they have that experience right now. Some other people that have to work Christmas Eve and the next day, and they wish they could be with their families. Christmas time is the time where you say you know where you are and you know exactly what you need to do. In my case, it was that, my Christmas, when I started this business, it was like, I don't have enough money to buy the gifts that I want to give to my mom, to my siblings. I don't have the money. But some other people, they have the money, but they don't have enough time to spend with their families throughout these few days, New Year's, because they're always working. So the idea is that you want to live your life on your own terms. What some people, for example, some people are gonna give out gifts, and they're going to remember this for the rest of the year because they're going to have to pay down the road the credit card, the interest and all that. Some people in this room are gonna experience that. But how great it would be to buy stuff and pay at the end of the month. Pay your credit cards, or being able to travel anywhere you want, pay off your bills, pay off your debt. I don't know what it would be, what it means for you to live on your own terms. For me, it was to buy a house for my mom. For me, it was to have enough money. That was to live in my own terms for me when I started the business. What about you? What is it that you are looking for in life? I think that it doesn't matter where you come from, what you do for a living. I think we all are striving to be happy. We are all looking for ways to be happy, and unfortunately, the stuff that we do in our everyday lives to earn money, well, we dedicate more time to the to jobs, or sometimes businesses, or sometimes careers that are not making us feel like I'm happy. How many of us get up early in the morning thinking, man, is this how my life is gonna be for the rest of my life? Am I going to do this for the rest of my life? At least when I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I used to think about that. Is this how I'm going to live for the rest of my life? Back in those days, I used to live. I used to share the apartment with eight different people, because that was the only way that we could afford the rent in New York, back, when I started the business. So anyway, what is it for you? Because it's not about me, it's about you. Now I have a disadvantage. I don't know you. I don't know what you're looking for. But what I'm trying to do is make you think of the things that are important to you, that those things that would make you happy. Spending time for your family, is that something that you are looking for? Or is it that you want to decide where you want to live? For example, we were living in New York, and we love New York, but we hate, we don't hate, we don't like the cold weather, the snow, and be shoveling the snow. It's great to see the snow fall, but then when you have to shovel the snow, after a while it gets really tough. So anyway, we decided to move to Florida. Why? Because we live in our own terms. So I want to show you a business opportunity that can give you that as a result of your uh, hard work. Because this is not a get rich quick scheme. We have to work. But anyway, it goes something like this. Let's go to the next slide. So I don't know. Can you? Okay, beautiful. So listen, we're gonna talk about independence. Deep inside, deep inside our hearts, we all want to be independent. If you talk to a thousand people, if you ask them these questions, would you rather be a slave to a job, a slave to a business, a slave to a career, or you want to be independent? They're all gonna say, I want to be independent. I want to work from anywhere. And and companies right now, they are looking for ways to decrease their employer responsibility. Back in the days, people used to think this way. I'm going to find a good job, and I'm going to work for the rest of my life so I can retire. Now it's not, there is not a company that is willing to take that responsibility, for their employees. Now, what has been happening, that technology has allowed a lot of people to do other things, as a side hustle, because right now it's so easy to do other things that we were not able to do 20 years ago. So let's go to the next step so we can start dissecting what I'm talking about. Side hustles are the norm right now. Everywhere you go, whether it's doing a ride share, vacation rentals, or freelancing. Right now, it's for example, the other day we took a ride share from the Orlando airport to our home, and it was interesting to see this gentleman. He was driving a Tesla, so he buys a Tesla, which is more than $50,000. All right, to do ride shares. Can you imagine? Some people are willing to invest $50,000. All right, to drive all day long or all night long, just as a side hustle. Another thing people are doing right now is, right now in the area, in the Orlando area where I live right now, the a home, a three bedroom home, two bathrooms, they are about $450,000. So let's say you wanted, because a lot of people are saying, oh, we should I don't know if my microphone is. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought my microphone was off. Anyway, so let's say you wanted to get into the Airbnb business, right? You want to do some vacation rentals. Well, a three-bedroom house around these areas is costing about $450,000. Guess what? A lot of people don't have that money. And if you buy the home and pay the mortgage, well, some months you're going to do a lot good, and some months you're not going to do so good. So anyway, right now it's very common for people to look for other ways to make money. All right, so let's go to the next slide. All right, so listen, all the side hustles out there, because this business starts as a side hustle, and then later on you can make it, like for example in my case. Okay, not everybody achieves that, but hey, if a dishwasher, a sandwich maker, can achieve the American dream with this business, why not you? I'm no different than you. I'm not smarter than you. So you can do this, and you can do it a lot faster. Anyway, so all the side hustles, they start with the same equation, which is, okay, I want to be independent. All right, so I want more. Everybody desires for more. We are looking for other ways to earn extra income. So in order for us to do that, we have to put skin in the game. As an example, my daughter Helen, she just turned 18, and she wants to get into the beauty business. All right, so she's going to a beauty school. All right, and guess what? To become a professional, all right, she's gonna go to school, and guess how many hours she has to study? She starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and she studies until 8 o'clock at night. Think about it. And she's gonna do that for a year and a half, whatever it takes. All right, and then when she graduates, and I'm not saying that that's not smart, because at the end she's doing whatever she wants to do, she likes to do. But guess what? She will graduate, and now she has to look for a job or look for a business opportunity in the area that she studied. And guess what? She's not going to work 2 hours. She's going to work a long hours to become successful. That's why this business is so great, because hey, all the side hustles out there, they emphasize the side, but they downplay the hustle. You have to hustle. For example, this gentleman that I met, um, coming from the trip from the Orlando airport to our home, he's always on the road. And guess what? Now he mentioned to me that he wants to open up his own taxi business. Think about that. And that's going to cost him a lot of money. So anyway, listen, all these side hustles, they always rely on the time is money model. What do I mean by that? You have to be there to make money. All right. And they're all complaining. They're all complaining that, for example, drivers are not getting their cut. Freelancers, they often feel overworked and underpaid. Well, you know why? Because they don't have control. Let's go to the next slide. And listen, it's not on your terms, it's on their terms. And if you're doing something that is not under your control, someone or something will control you. So anyway, so the algorithms is in control, trading dollars for hours again and again and again. And and if you really think about it, you're not truly independent. You have to, for example, I remember in Christmas time, New York, New Year's, taxi drivers, they make a lot of money because a lot of people, don't want to drive. They get drunk, they don't want to drive. They make a lot of money, but guess what? They have to be away from their families at a important time in their lives, which is Christmas, which is New Year's. I'd rather be with my family. So let's go to the next one. So guess what? Hustle harder will never be the answer. I did that for a long time. I was hustling harder when I was a dishwasher, and then I was a sandwich maker, and then I was striving to become an actor. And trust me, it's a long road. It's very tiring. Okay, just to go to an audition, you have to send out, oh man, 500 to 1,000 resumes, and your headshot, that's what they call it, your face basically. And it's unbelievable. So I know what it is to get a no, 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 no. In this business, it's a little bit different because now you're in control. Okay. And this business is, we're going to follow this equation. Number one, you want to be independent? Yes. Okay. So you desire for more. That's why you're looking for more information. Okay, here is an opportunity for you to earn extra income at the beginning, and down the road it can turn into a you can turn this business in different streams of income. And trust me, it's a game changer once you learn how to build streams of income, different streams of income. Anyway, and of course, you're going to get skin in the game, which means you're going to put the effort. But guess what? Here you're in control. We're going to show you a business where you are in control. What do I mean by that? Number one, you're going to work from anywhere. All right. If you're on vacation, you can work from anywhere. If you are playing with your kids, you can take some time to show this business to someone. It doesn't take too long. My kids nowadays, they know that when I grab my computer and I go up the stairs, I always tell them, listen, I'm going to work. Okay, so I'm going to work for about a half hour or 45 minutes, and then I go out again and start playing with them again. So they already are used to seeing their dad. Instead of going out and work somewhere, they are accustomed to see me going up the stairs with my computer. I give the presentation, and then I go down again to play with them. That's what I'm talking about. It's a low risk business, and you set up your own hours. All right, you decide which hours you're going to work. Now it's an on your term business because it gives you control. In here, you're always on control. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Would you rather hustle harder or learn how to live on your own terms? I know the answer. I want to live on my own terms. Well, that's exactly what we're talking about here. Now, when I talk about whether it's Airbnb, whether it's all the different hustles, I'm not saying that those people do not make money. Yeah, you can make a lot of money in some cases, but guess what? You are not in control. You have to work. You have to work and work and work and work. And when you don't work, you don't make no money. All right. So let's go to the next one. All right. So here we go. With the Amway's opportunity, you are in control. Okay. Why do I mean? What do I mean by that? Let's go to the next one. Number one, we're gonna help you set up and personalize your own online store. How much is gonna cost you to start a business in here? All right. Take a pen and a paper and get ready to laugh. It's only going to cost you $76. All right. That's how much it costs to start this business. What are you going to get for $76? Number one, you're going to get a beautiful, beautiful done website. All right. You're going to have 450 products so you can start promoting your own online store where people can buy different types of products. For example, uh, nutritional products, health and beauty. All right. Anything for to clean your house. Okay. Do you know someone that needs to do the laundry and they need detergent? Do you know someone who brushes their teeth? Do you know someone who has hair and has to buy shampoo? Do you know women that need cosmetics, all kinds of cosmetics? All right. So we have all of that. And as a matter of fact, for example, throughout this 2 weeks, most of us are going to eat. I mean, I eat like a pig. Okay, so I eat a lot, and usually the Mexican food is full of carbs, and one of the products that I really love is this is called digestive enzymes, and basically this helps you to have it supports a normal digestion of carbohydrates, protein, fat, and dairy. It actually helps our 22 enzymes in our body that helps break down all the carbohydrates, starch, fats, dairy products. So this is a great product right now. You know why? Because we all eat a lot this next 2 weeks. All right. Another product that I love is this one. My wife loves it. It's called Sweet Dreams. All right. And uh, we have 2 kids. Man, they have a lot of energy. And at the end of the day, they don't want to go to sleep. And so guess what? we we give them their 3-year-old and 4-year-old. Don't do that. All right. I give this to my kids because I really trust this brand. So that's why we do it. But man, every time we give this to my kids, they fall asleep faster. Anyway, so let's go to the next one. You're gonna have on your own online store, and guess what? You're gonna start selling products, but you're not gonna do it door to door. No, you're gonna choose your specialty. You're gonna learn about the products. This meeting is not about learning how the products, the benefits. This meeting is not about that. Okay. Once we are done, and if you have questions about the products, hey, just tell the person who invited you here, about all the products, the product lines, and all that. Anyway, tonight, it's about showing you the opportunity. So you're gonna choose your own specialty. All right, whether you want to the nutritional, the beauty, whatever you relate to, that's what you're going to focus on. You're going to set your own schedule. Listen, you're going to set your own schedule. i'm I'm not going to say that you're going to join in, you're not going to do anything, and then the check is going to come in. No, you're going to set up your own schedule as to where you are going to work. it, will it be in the mornings? Will it be at night? Will it be in the afternoon? You're going to set up your own schedule so you can start working your business, and you're going to grow at your own pace. If you really need to make money fast, then work fast, learn fast. Tell the person who invited you here how much money you need to make in a short term, and help them design a business structure that is going to give you the opportunity to make that kind of income. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so what is the difference between this business and other side hustles? Number one, if, their model is 1-to-1 ratio. What do I mean? One customer at a time, one transaction at a time. If you're gonna do ride share, it's just one trip at a time. It's and you're always on your own. Now in this business, it's one to many ratio. For example, okay, I've been doing this business for 20 years, and this business is focused on relationships. Okay, and 20 years ago, I started to build communities of people that are using the products. They are brushing the teeth with our brand. Okay, so these people they've been buying the same products, okay, for the last 20 years. And guess what happened? I only did the effort to talk to them about the product, about the business once. Now I didn't talk to one person. I'm saying that I told them once about the product. They love the product, and they've been buying this product for the last 20 years. And guess what? That's a steady income for me and my family. Okay, so it's a relational business. And guess what? People around you, they're all gonna brush their teeth for the rest of their lives. They're gonna use deodorant for the rest of their lives. So why not switch the brand that you're using and convert the people around you as your customer or as your business partner? They're gonna choose, if you show them the products, they're gonna choose to be your client. And if you show them the opportunity, they will probably say, you know what, I'm looking for another way to make more money. And this probably could be it for them. And if not, you can always turn them into clients. So we build teams of people. Let's go to the next one. All right. So, for example, because every company, they want to cut costs. So their business model is, okay, watch a video or go to the frequent ask questions. And you go crazy trying to find an answer. In this business, is not. Okay, number one, you're not. It's your own business, but you're not doing a business on your own. You're gonna have support from the person who invited you here and their support team. Okay, and also you're gonna learn through a business. You're gonna learn through a educational system which consists of books, podcasts or audios, whatever you want to call it, videos, um, meetings like this, monthly trainings. That's where you're going to learn how to build this business. So basically, what I do and what I've done the last 20 years is every morning when I get up, I read a book, 20 minutes, half hour, whatever. I listen to an audio from someone who became successful in this business. And guess what? that's how you that's how you skilled up opportunities. Okay, you're going to get mentorship from the person who invited you here and their support, their mentors. Okay, and basically if you win, we win. If you win, the person who invited you here is going to be very happy. Okay, so we want you to be successful. That's what we want from you. Next one, please. And we're almost done. All right, so anyway, so here we go. So desire for more. Okay, you are here. You wouldn't be here if you were not looking for more. Let's go to the next one, please. So yeah, you're here because you want more. Now, the opportunity to make extra money. And here is the kicker. Okay, it's not the same. It's not the same effort that a person who makes $100 in this business that in the traditional business. Okay, not only because he in this business you don't have employees, you don't have overhead, you don't have anything. Everything is already been built because the website is already done. It's already done. The products are already done. Everything is already waiting for you to make a decision to become successful. Now, whether you want to make $100, $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever income you want to make on a monthly basis, here is the difference. It's not the same hours that a person that makes $1,000 in this business is not the same hours that a person who makes $1,000 in the traditional way. It's a big difference. A person in this business that makes $100,000 a year, they don't invest as many hours working as on the traditional side. And I want you to understand that, because that's the difference. You can make money in anything, a lot of money you can make in anything. But guess what? The traditional way is, yeah, you make a lot of money, but you have to spend a lot of time doing it. And if you stop for whatever reason, if you have an accident or something happens to your health and you cannot do that, then the money, the income that you were getting stops. In this business is different. Listen, we went through an experience, and I'm going to take a few minutes to hopefully make you understand that point. My uncle, he's been building this business for about 8 years, and they were coming to Florida from New York. They were driving on 95 South, and they had an accident in Georgia. Unfortunately, my uncle died, and my aunt, she's been in a coma in a hospital in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, it's a sad story, but guess what? The effort that they had put in into this business, they still getting the income that they were getting when they were healthy. They were, in my case, in my uncle's case, when he was alive, and they used to own different businesses. Okay, um, and those businesses, because no one is taking care of those businesses, guess what? There is no income over there. You get the idea? So if something happens to you, God forbid, all right, then whatever effort you had put in in this business, if you do it the right way, this can become a life saving opportunity, because this business, the income, it's transferable and it's inheritable to your children. You have to build it correctly, but that's one of the advantages that we have in this business. Let's go to the next one, and I'm almost done. So in this business, um, the skin in the game over here is only $76 annually. You renew every year. The products are 180 days guarantee. What if anyone in your group or in your client community that you have built, they're not happy with the product, they can return it and they get their money back. Now, um, you know, zero purchase requirement, no minimum sales. Now, listen, I'm not saying that you're not going to do anything and you're going to make a lot of money. If you don't sell, well, you don't make money. But no one is going to push you to do anything that you don't want to do. That's what I'm talking about. And there is 100% satisfaction guarantee on the products and on your membership. And you have 3 months once you set up your business. Once you start your own business, and the first 3 months you're not happy with whatever, you can cancel your membership and you get your money back from Amway. What a business. What a great business. Let's go to the next one. And so anyway, so as you can see, you're in control. You decide the products that you want to sell. You decide your own schedule that you want to work, and you're gonna decide what people you want to bring in on your team. You choose the people that you want to work with. You choose your own clients. You you're in control in this business. All right. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so here are some examples for. I know all of these people. I know them. One of them, I know them. I know him personally. I'm in the middle, but anyway, let me talk. For example, about Gabby. She is in the Chicago area. She's a full-time mom, and this business allows her to live on her own terms, and make money from her home. The same in this lady here, I know her. I used to live in New York, so I know her personally, Carla. Her husband owns a barber shop, and she's also a go-getter. She also builds other businesses. But guess what? Because this business is like water, it will get into any cracks. What do I mean by that? You cannot say that you don't have time, because this business can fit in anyone's schedule. You have to fit it in, yes, but this business does not require you to work 5 hours. It's just when I started this business, I didn't have any time, so I just fit it into whatever time I had available. So anyway, listen, so are you ready to live on your own terms? Here is an opportunity. Are you ready to make next year a different year? Because everybody will say, starting tomorrow, and they already started saying to me, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Uh, and other people say, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year's. But let me warn you about something. Yeah, anybody can pray, anybody can wish you great things into your life. But if you keep doing the same thing you did this year, guess what? Where are you going to be next year? In the same place, no matter what. The only way that you're going to live different, the only way that you're going to have different quality of life is if you do something different. And I'm going to end up with this question. To start this business, it's only going to cost you $76. To go to a paid training, we have a master class. It only costs you $13, less than $13, and you have warranty on the products and on your membership. Why not start now? Why postpone the decision to start something great if this is very low risk? When I was taking classes as an act to become an actor, I used to pay, and because I begged them to give me a discount, okay, the each class was $100, and I told them that I didn't have enough money, and I used to pay, instead of $100 each class, I used to pay $50. When I started this business, when they said it's only $76, I started right away. Why? Because it's a no-brainer. Now, I respect the decision that you can make, but my last question for you is, if you're gonna live life on your own terms, you better start this business right now. Why not? Why not you? Why not now? So, from the bottom of my heart, I really wish you a Merry Christmas. I think by you looking at this business opportunity, it's a good start for a Merry Christmas, because we're all looking to be happy. From the bottom of my heart, I want you to be happy. I want you to have a happy life. But guess what? I haven't seen anyone getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning saying, "Oh yeah, I'm so excited. This is gonna be great." Now, I've seen people in this business being very happy because they spend time with people who they love, and they have the time and they have enough money to do whatever they want to do with their own lives. And that's what this business is all about. Thank you for listening to me. I hope I made myself understand. And if not, don't worry about it. Ken Woods is going to clean it up for me. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, my friend. Great presentation. Like always, really appreciate you taking the time away from Jacqueline and the kids this evening. Um, from Jen and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Same to all of you. I don't have anything to add. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody here in January. We'll have some more presentations. A lot of great things in store for the team, a lot of great ideas, fun things that are coming from the Amway Corporation, new products, great new incentives that have already started to get rolled out for 2023 from the Amway Corporation. Like Artemio said, get started. You probably have some more questions, so I'd encourage you tonight after this, text the person that sent you this link and get your questions answered. Set up a time to talk with them. Find out exactly how the money works. Artemio did a beautiful job of giving you kind of an overview, but they can show you how the money actually works. Maybe sample some of the products, get a better feel for what this is all about. And like Artemio said, start to put something together for yourself. Build something that's different than what you're currently doing to make a living so that you can build a different stream of income, something totally different than the same time is money type of model that most people are stuck in. So, with that, thanks again, everybody. All of you have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year's celebration, and we'll see you all soon. Thanks again, Artemio.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
All right.